Hey guys, how's it going? It's McCoy Buck, and we have some pretty awesome news that have occurred this week. We have some Moho 13 announcements. So I just wanted to kind of go over what these announcements are, what the features are that have been announced so far, and then talk about for those of you that are following it, the Universal Smart Mouth rig that I've been working on and where I'm at with that. So let's go ahead and get started. So on June 12th, we had an announcement from Moho, basically just saying we have a big announcement coming. Any ideas what it could be? And it was kind of a split audience. There was a lot thinking that it was probably just going to be another content pack, but for those that were more optimistic, we definitely knew it was going to be Moho 13, the announcement of it. Then the following day after that, on June 13, they did finally announce it that the next version of Moho is coming, and it's going to take your animations to the next level with our powerful 2D rigging system, so stay tuned more for that. So from there, a lot of us were really excited now. We knew that Moho was finally confirmed, Moho 13. We knew it had been in development for quite some time, and now it was finally going to happen. We're all really excited about it. Then on June 15th, they dropped what the new characters will be like in Moho 13. For those of you that are new to Moho, basically there's just the characters that come with the software. They're just kind of in the library to showcase the new features of the next version. And my personal favorite is definitely that middle guy there. June 17th, we actually had a preview of one of the features. This one wasn't quite as well received. This was for 3D, and it was showing a little bit of the lighting in the 3D. Basically says that Moho 13 is coming and will bring greater cohesion between your 2D and 3D assets. Tag a friend who will love these new 3D features. So you got your little social media tag in there. But yeah, I'm not really sure what exactly to expect of this feature. And as far as the overall response to this, it didn't seem like a lot of people were too happy with how it was being presented. A lot of the community was just thinking that it was just going to be 3D from here on out. But luckily, the next day we got on June 18th a blog article for 2.5D animation and why you should care. But at least on this post that they had on Facebook, at least they did announce that it's 1 week out. So 1 week until the software was going to be. So it was 1 week until the software was going to be released. So it was June 18th at this time when this was announced with this blog post or whatever it was. I don't really know what's kind of going on with the marketing here. But yeah, so 1 week, that means in 4 days at the time of this recording. So this is the 25th of Wednesday that we know for sure Moho 13 is going to be released. Then June 20th, yesterday on the social media channels, we got a pretty cool look at the new actions window that I'm actually really excited about. Not a lot of people use actions. Some people use it for smart bones and things like that. But I've been working... Ford, stop. But I've been working recently with a project that requires a lot of action. It's very heavy dialogue driven, and it's just nice to have your whole preset of library of actions for just your different poses while you have a long dialogue kind of going on. And just seeing this and how you're able to organize it and name it and tag it is just something really cool and something I'm really looking forward to. But overall, I think the community is still kind of wondering what is going on. So part of the community did receive some extra knowledge, and that is through the email subscription. If you're signed up to Smith Micro's email, you would get an email, and this is basically what it looks like. So here we're basically just getting a breakdown of the bitmap, which they didn't announce on their main Facebook page, which is really surprising. So I don't know if maybe there was a marketing mishap here. But basically, there is going to be bitmap. So for those that always wanted bitmap, I personally didn't request bitmap as one of the higher features that I wanted. I really love the vector features that's already included, and I would love to see more expansion upon that. Just kind of like what they did from Smart Bones to Smart Warp, and just kind of going from there. But it is overall good to see bitmap. I have done a little bit of frame by frame myself, so this will be a really cool thing to try out, especially for those that were commenting about being able to apply animation smears. That would be awesome. And then we got the actions window and then the 3D. But that was just really surprising to me, is that they had separate in their marketing that was sent to the email versus what was on their social media, that there was bitmap tools. You would think that's probably going to be the biggest announcement, and it wasn't there yesterday. So that's also what was included. Then something else that was pretty interesting that came up in the news. Hope you like my little chihuahua there. He's pretty new, had him a few months. Poser was sold. Poser, the 3D animation software that kind of got weird with intermixing with the Moho community, and I'm glad that's separate, to be honest, has been sold. It's been sold to Renderosity, and yeah, I've never used the software. Not too big of that type of 3D, in my opinion. I am a 3D animator full time. I do that for full time for my job. It's a little bit different. It's not character animation. It's more for engineering and things like that. So, and last, for those of you that are still in the video, you probably want to know about the universal mouth rig. Basically, I have been working on it for a project that I'm currently working on. It's a client project that I'm working on with another team member. And with this universal smart mouth rig, I have been applying it more so to this particular project. So it's taking a lot of my time to apply it to the certain project that I'm working on. But I will have more news on it. I have recorded probably about 30 minutes worth of a tutorial, like a course on it so far. But I have been receiving some pretty good feedback as far as my intention was to release a tutorial on YouTube, but a lot of people have been requesting to see this as either a standalone for something that they can pay for as far as the rig itself. And I'd come up with both licensing for personal use and for commercial use if you want to use it in your own projects and things like that. And then also a lot of people have been requesting it as a course. So I was going to do it as a tutorial, which would be kind of fast, quick, to the point, and not as in-depth as it would be in a course. So I've been looking at the options of being able to put it into a course. Again, like I said, I've recorded about 30 minutes so far. I might release that onto YouTube. That's basically the design and everything that goes into it to be able to get it to rig, to be able to get it to the rigging stage. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So this is just something new I thought I would do just because there's news about Moho 13 now and we actually know what's going on. I'm very excited to see what's to come for that. It's really interesting just to see how the whole community is responding all together. But I think overall it's pretty positive. People are pretty optimistic, and we're optimistic for Moho's future. Not to say that the news with Poser was a little bit disconcerting as far as Smith Micro's graphics. They have added some new software. It looked like last time I looked at their website, there's about 2 more. Another drawing software that replaced Clip Studio, and then another one. And then there was one that was kind of like Photoshop, not so much Photoshop as photos and changing them to art pieces. But Moho, that's my passion. That's what I'm mostly interested about. So now I'd like to know a little bit about what you're thinking about the software. So comment below. Let me know what it is that you hope to see in this release. I think with the frame by frame and with the actions and hopefully with bug fixes and different things like that we're looking at a really good release for this software. And then if we can do kind of what we did with, I think it was 11, well, 12 did it as well, but being able to release, like, patch in extra features along with the bug patches as they're updating the different updates through that version lifetime, I think would be really cool. So definitely comment below what you would like to see. You never know, someone from the Moho development team might be able to see the comments and see what it is that people are requesting. So that's it for this video. If you like what you heard, like what you see, go ahead and subscribe, leave a like on the video, and I will see you later.